It's Brad Brain. I hope you're doing well. Right now, we've got the US election coming up. And one of the narratives out there is how will the US election affect the stock market? Now, this is something that there's a bunch of words that get spoken about it. There's stories out there. There's clickbait out there, but the reality is there is little to no evidence at all that there's a preference for who happens to be in the White House. So here, you won't be able to see this very good, but you can Google this easy enough. Stock market performance depending on who was the president. And reality is that it isn't so much the politics that affects the market so much as the results of the businesses themselves, right? If you own a good business and it's doing well, it's profitable, it's growing, then the share price will probably in time follow along. On the other hand, if you own a business that's not doing so well, the share price will follow along that way too. So I know that this is going to be a little bit, it's almost like it flies in the face of the common narrative that's out there that the politics is a big deal. Um, it also it's a little bit it's a little bit it's out of the normal in that what there's a tendency to do is to find a way to capture something, synthesize it, look for a nice little cause and effect relationship, slap a label on it, and turn it into a nice little soundbite. The reality is the world isn't that simple always. I remember thinking about this the other day. I was remembering back to when I took calculus, and I'll be honest, I didn't do that good in calculus. I was 17 years old, my first year at university. I had other things on my mind. I passed it, but I can't say I mastered it, right? But one of the things I remember about the world of math, calculus, is that there's rules. There's an order to it, right? There's a system that where you have the answer, and it's usually just one correct answer. In the real world, things aren't always black and white like that. You're not going to always be able to condense the world of the investment markets into a quick little soundbite as simple as that if so and so wins the election, then this will happen, right? That cause and effect thing. If this, then that happens. So the reality is that the markets are affected by animal spirits sometimes. You can get weird um, phobias that catch people's attention and will make them act in a certain way. You'll get weird uh, fits of greed where people will act in a certain way. And at the end of the day, to try and make an investment decision based on some expectation for a future event, inevitably, this is some element of market timing, and market timing is something that is really hard to execute sustainably with any degree of success. So, a lot of noise about the election. The reality is it's going to be the economy that determines the fortunes of the stock market, not who happens to be sitting in the White House. If you got any questions about how this affects you, just let us know. We're here to help. I'm Brad Brain. Take care.